box opening on this. It looks almost identical, considerably smaller, but at least in length, maybe not in width, to the Dokio panels I have, the 200 watt ones that I festooned across the front of the van at window height, just to test them as a helper for doing my EcoFlow. EcoFlow had tops out at 400 watts, so I could put that 200 watt camping panel plus the 100 watt that's already on the front of my van. And yeah, I got a solar panel on the front of my van, and it was 300 watts. I bought this one, so this is a 300 watt one. It just arrived. Just to show it just arrived. Let me walk over here. This is the place where this is where it arrived, delivered to my UPS location. So I just want to show you that this is contemporaneous to the box opening that was so bad I can't upload it. And you guys have seen some of my videos, so you know it has to be horrible for me to just waste that little time I did on this one. Coming back over here, yeah, this is a sizable little panel here, so I'm just using my phone for doing this. Like I say, I'm doing this very simple because so this is a pretty large panel here. See, these are the panels unfolded. There are four. This is one side, and this is the other side. And it does come with a, let me walk over here and pick this up so I can just show you something I'm not going to use, so I'll show you in case you do plan to use it. In fact, I just put this in a box. I'm so unlikely to use it. This is a PWM controller, some battery jumpers where you can hook the PWM controller directly to a battery or bank of batteries. You have a bank of battery, hook up to one battery, you charge the whole bank. So you could actually do it that way. This is an extension cable that would connect from the panel. Using, I guess this is some type of serial connection. Never really get the knack what the heck these were, but I do know how to get the adapters for them. And you know, it would connect up to this PWM controller. I actually don't use any PWM controllers. All my controllers on my van are PT. And the only way I would use that would be if I was in a position where there were no, maybe batteries and then no other way to charge them. Anyway, it came with, not with these. I added these extension, this splitter on here basically. But this connects to that serial, a serial thing I just showed you. Sure, pushed it out further all the way together. Hold on just a second. Anyway, I pushed that serial connector together. So now it goes to some MC4 connectors. I have spare ports on the front and on the back where I can plug this in either into my whole panel system on the back or into that small panel system I use for my EcoFlow Delta on the front. And so I just bought this even before the panel arrived. It arrived in a couple of days because I knew I would need it. And so I'm just going to fold it back up here. So if I do decide to use this on the front with the existing 100 watt panel that I have screwed in, attached to the front, I could just add this and then have the full 400 watts going to my EcoFlow Delta, where I have a port that separates from all the other solar in the back. Or I could go to the back, prop these things up. I guess it would be vertically, so I can pop up vertically, so I could just simply attach them to some spare ports I have on the back, on the right passenger side at the back. I have spare ports I can plug this into, and then hook them into the other panel system I've got, the one that has the least amount of panels already. So I could just, use this in a camping situation, a remote situation, where I could just simply walk. I just have a little extra 300 watts, which would put maybe 1,300 watts or more on that bag. Maybe about 1,000. I got 1,300 watts running off the top, etc. It just my solar system is so overpowered and so over-engineered it makes you crazy. But I want to be comfortable. Peek out the window here in this cheap hotel I'm still in. I just want to be comfortable. There's a van out there. I just want to be comfortable in the summer. Winter's no problem. It's just it's cheaper to heat. But ACs are just, I don't know, an abomination to nature or something like that. Nature doesn't like them, so you really have to overpower everything to run your AC. So I just want to give you a quick run. Like I said, I did a full box opening on this, but you know, it didn't. Right over here. Oh yeah, I got a couple of more cables so I can extend it further to attach it. So those are ones I made myself, as a matter of fact. And I've got I got more MC4 cables in that van than most technicians have, solar technicians, at least at any given time. Anyway, I just want to give you a quick rundown. That's all I want to tell you. These Dokio panels, now these panels are long. I'm 6 feet tall, so if I put this beside myself off the bed here and put it beside myself, this goes from the floor to about my waist. So we're looking at over a yard. 6'2". I am most of my height's in my legs, so that'd be about right. Could get a tape measure and give you the exact measurement. Hold on here. Why did I think about doing this before? I actually got a tape measure, which is so doggone rare. I never have what I need when I need it. Hold on, let me set this thing down for a second, as fast as I can. 41 inches. It's 41 inches long, guys. 41 inches long and across the side. And I'm going to do this again. You're going to go black for just a second. 21 inches across. So that's a pretty sizable little panel there. The other panels I've got, the 100 watt, the 200 watt total, they're probably a third this length. So I'm going to store them both behind my bed. I do have room back there so I can stick them down and then pull them out when necessary. Like I said, it'll only be in isolated situations. For instance, if I'm in a parking lot and my echo flow is down, I could just pop out the 200 watt, even the 300 watt, but that would cover a lot of space. I can use little cable locks I've got to make it more difficult to steal, and not hard to steal, just more difficult. And of course, I wouldn't be far from the van if I'm doing that, and that would allow me to charge up my EcoFlow. All right, that's all I've got. I'll talk to you later. Too much information, too long a video, but what the heck? I do a long one every once in a while, and 8 to 10 minutes is a long one for me.